Hey everyone, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, a personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. And what I wanted to do with this video is give you a couple of tips with Ragna in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. This is the beta version, so the final version of the game may work a little differently than what I have here, but odds are most of this stuff is going to stick around, so hopefully by the time the game comes out, these tips will help you become a Ragna master, or at least a little better than you are when you started watching this video. When Ragna is air dashing towards his opponent, he can actually hit them twice. So if they start to hold down back because they're scared of whatever low is coming next, you can actually clip them a second time in order to get a quick overhead into a combo. Where you can get tricky with that is that you can then, if they've seen the two hits, like that, you can go with just one hit. You can go no hits and go low. You can go no hits and throw, which gives you a lot of mix-up potential here every time you dash forward. Every character in the game has two smart combos. So Ragna's A smart combo, so this is just mashing A repeatedly, does that, and then the second one does this with the grab and the punch at the end. So one of the things you can do to mix up your stuff is that you can actually weave between the two. So if you hit A twice and then go into B, that combo's actually slightly longer and does a bit more damage. So that's AA, B, B, B. Well, AA, B, 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 B. Smart combos and auto combos are generally considered to be functions for newbie players, but smart combos actually have some advanced functionality in them as well. In particular, Ragna's B smart combo has more tricks than meets the eye. So for example, this first punch, this upward punch, is actually a launcher. If you are holding up forward or up during that punch, you will actually jump cancel the hit, which allows you to then launch your opponent in the air, and then off that second medium you can jump again and continue your combo even further. So you can do stuff like this. Bring him back down and hit him across. That is not the only launcher in that sequence. So after that punch, he does a double sword swipe, and if you are holding up or up forward during the first sword swipe, you'll actually jump cancel that too. And where that becomes useful is there are instances where you can actually jump cancel a little farther in case you need to create space for a very space specific combo. Another thing you can do in this particular string is that you can actually cancel this grab into a special move. So for example, you can do something like this. And from there, you can actually continue the combo. I messed it up, but let's see if we can get this the second time around. And then you can continue your combo from there. Off of Ragna's throw, he can actually combo into both of them. Off the forward throw, he can cancel that into an attack, such as the 2-on-4C. Off of the back throw, he can actually get a little more off of it. So, for example, you can jump forward and continue your string. You can also, this is another trick that I think this is probably a universal game mechanic, but by default, if you are, when you do the back throw and you hit B, that punch is going to whiff. However, if you hold forward in B, he'll actually move a bit forward so that punch connects. As you can see the difference here, when Ragna is standing still, that punch has a really short range. But if you hold forward, he'll actually move a bit forward with the punch, extending the range of it and allowing for combos that normally wouldn't work to work. Just to demonstrate another example of how this idea of the forward attack can create combos that normally wouldn't exist, Ragna's Gauntlet Hades, normally that kick would whiff every time. But if you do hold forward and do the kick, you'll actually land it, which then gives you the opportunity to chain into the medium into other stuff from there. Like that. There's still so much to cover, and I haven't even covered assists yet, but I want to show you guys one more thing that I learned about Ragna that I think is very important to learn with regards to really extending his combos. So let's see if I can do this right here. So going from... oh, I didn't get it that time. Let's see if we can get it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Going from that jumping C into the Gauntlet Hades. So when I was first trying to learn it, I didn't understand what the trick was. Like, I would hit it over and over again, and Ragna would just hit the ground, and I couldn't cancel anything. And what I've learned is that it's very dependent on Ragna's height relative to his opponents. So I do a very specific sequence, but you don't have to do this exact sequence to create the same effect. The trick is to, when you're doing the jumping C, you want to clip as low to your opponent's legs as possible. So let's see if we can do this. Kind of let him fall a bit, and you want Ragna to hit the ground first, and that should give you just enough time to cancel into the Gauntlet Hades. And so let me see if I can get that one more time. You might need to slow down the YouTube video in order to see the difference there when Ragna hits the ground slightly ahead so that he's able to then do the Gauntlet Hades and combo it.
More time. You might need to slow down the YouTube video.
Putting it all together, we can create an extended combo like this. Not too shabby, right? That's going to do it for now. I know there is still so much more to cover, but maybe we will do that in future videos when the game comes out. Or maybe I'll mess around a little bit more in this training mode and share some more things as I find them. But for now, I'm going to close out this video. Make sure to check out all of the links below. In particular, check out inthirdperson.com for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. I'll see you guys later.